Let's make some green beans. Okay, let's prepare the pecans. In a pan on medium to high heat, add 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter, and then add in some chili flakes for some heat, and then add 1.5 tablespoons of brown sugar and mix that in as the butter melts. Then we're gonna add 150 grams or 1.5 cups of pecans, season with salt, and then mix the pecans around to coat them with the butter and brown sugar. You can also give them a toss if you like. Place the pecans on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper, and then we're just gonna spread the pecans out as much as you can, and then place in the oven at 350 degrees for about 10 minutes, depending on your oven, and give them a toss occasionally until they are nice and toasted. You can give a taste, be careful not to burn your mouth, and then just set aside to cool. For the goat cheese in this recipe, really, there's nothing to do until the beans are ready, but just make sure the goat cheese is at room temperature or even slightly warmed up. It'll just be easier for mixing into the beans. Grab 2 pounds of fresh green beans that have been washed before because the beans should be dry when we start the recipe. When picking green beans, we want tender beans that are slender and don't have any bulges from the seeds inside. That may mean that the beans have been past their prime. And then snap off the stems. You could do both sides if you like, and place the beans in a large bowl. And then we're gonna add 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, seasoned with salt and freshly cracked pepper, and then just give a toss to evenly coat the beans. And then place the beans on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper, and space out the beans the best you can, and then add 4 to 5 lemon slices on top of the beans, and place in the oven at 425 degrees for about 10 to 15 minutes until browned and tender, flipping halfway through. I like to broil for a couple minutes to get that extra color just before removing, but that's optional. I thought the camera was rolling for this, but once the pecans have cooled, place the pecans in a bag and mash with whatever you got, a frying pan, a can of beans, or even a mallet like me. Mash as much as you like. I like more of a finer consistency, but you do you. You can even leave them whole if you like. The beans are done, remove the lemon slices, and now we have to work fast at this point because we want the residual heat to help soften the goat cheese and to help coat the beans. Place the beans in a large bowl and then crumble the goat cheese into the bowl in small pieces. Add a splash of lemon juice if you like. This is optional because of the lemon slices that we added earlier. Toss in some crumbled pecans and then toss the beans or mix with your hand and make sure the beans are coated with the goat cheese. And be careful as the goat cheese can clump up on you, so just mix that up if that happens. Keep adding pecans along the way, being cautious that they can clump up with the goat cheese as well, but if you ask me, I like biting into a clump. And then plate the beans up, crumble any leftover pecans, and you know what time it is. Bring it to the table. I always go overboard with the chili flakes, but I love them. This is my second green bean recipe. My first one, crispy prosciutto and garlic. I'm gonna leave that in the description below. It's delicious. This one, equally delicious. The creaminess of the goat cheese, the toasted pecans, you can't go wrong. And I don't want any more boring green bean recipes. We don't have time for that shit. So I hope you give this a go. And as always, the full recipe's in the description below. Please like and comment. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Until next time, ciao.